Hello all. It's Willie G, Willie G from wglands.com, and today I am going to share with you how I research vacant land and how I determine if a certain lot is a good deal, and just everything I go through, the process I go through when I research a property and when a deal comes in. So I buy and sell vacant lots, and I send out direct mail, and then I pass on this. I buy them for a super cheap price. I sell them for a super cheap price. I pass on the savings to the consumer. And I'm just going to go through the process and how, when a deal comes in, I look at it and how I determine if a deal is worth investing in or I'll take a pass. And so let's take a look at my screen, and I'll give you a little bit of a walkthrough on how I do it. All right, so here we are. I'm just going to pick, for the sake of this exercise, I am just going to pick a vacant parcel that I own on my website, wglands.com. And so let's just say, let's just pick this one, a 5-acre lot in 29 Palms, California. So here is everything that I've aggregated after doing my research. So if you didn't have this, if you didn't have a detailed listing, or you just want to verify some of the things and you didn't have this video explaining what this lot was, I'm going to show you how to do it from scratch here. So the first thing I want to do when I come across a deal that's 5 acres, I want to determine whether or not the price is good. That's the most important part of any deal, is whether or not the price is right. So the first thing I do is I go to landwatch.com. It's a marketplace for land, and I like to sort. I go to land for sale at the top, and then, so this one's in 29 Palms, California. I click on United States. I click on California, and so I know this one, 29 Palms, this particular lot is in San Bernardino County. So there's a bunch of criteria on the side here that you can sort the vacant lots by. Here, I'm just going to use San Bernardino County because I know that's where the lot is. I'm going to sort the city by 29 Palms. So you could do this any city, any state, across countries. There's a number of ways to sort this as well. And so I am looking at a 5-acre lot. So how do I determine if a 5-acre lot is good? I want to sort the price. Well, first of all, before I do that, I want to sort this. I generally, I want a range of acres to compare by. So I'm just going to say, sorry about that. I'm just going to say 4 acres is my min, and then let's call it 8 acres is the max. And so now this is sorting this database and only including land between 4 acres and 8 acres. And now I want to sort this. There are 74 listings that meet this criteria. I want to sort this by low to high. So by doing that, it should show the cheapest properties on the cheapest properties first, and from there it'll get more expensive. 5 pages of land for sale. So sorting by low to high, you get all the properties, and so it looks like this is not accurate. It's 5,900. So the cheapest property in the county is being sold by, or sorry, in the city is being sold by Land Hype for 3,387, and then a parcel of mine, which is 3,490, and it goes up from there. And so that's kind of how. And when you're looking at a price, so for instance, I have this one for sale, and I have it for $3,990. You could compare that against some of the other cheapest ones in the county at this price range. So you know when it's when you start clicking these pages, you could say the third page out of 5 is probably where the market is in terms of at least the listings are. So the market is suggesting that the listings are 5 acres for maybe $12,000 is what the median sales price is for the city. So selling a property for around $4,000 is certainly a bit cheaper. And that's kind of where I like to target my listings. I like to keep them priced pretty low. So you can do the same thing on Zillow. And you could just sort this. I have it automatically sorted by the cheapest. But and so you can sort this by lot size as well. And say 2 acres and plus, apply. And so the cheapest ones that Zillow has in the county are actually, these are both mine. I don't think that. Anyway, you can do that as well, and they have a number of listings. It's helpful. They show on the map where these parcels are located, so you can compare that as well. So after you determine the price, or after I determine the price, I want to verify some information with the county. And what in doing my due diligence, some of the things that the main thing that I want to do is I want to, so here's the APN. I want to make sure that the owner and the person I'm talking to actually owns the property. And so when I do that, I go to, you type in San Bernardino or whatever county your parcel is in, your property is in, and you go to that county and you want to go to their assessor. And so the first link for San Bernardino County is this price, and I click this parcel inquiry. You could also call the county to figure out this information. I just find it easier to use their online database since I am familiar with how to actually use it. And you just want to make sure that the person you're dealing with is actually the owner of the property. That's one way to do it. In addition to that, you want to make sure that you're calling the county to determine what that the taxes are up to date. That's one of the bigger mistakes that land buyers make, is they don't actually determine that the taxes on a particular property are current, and when they don't do that, they put themselves at risk that they will actually owe the back taxes of the property when they're transferred into their name. So you definitely want to make sure that that is the case. And all this information, so Agent Pro 24/7 aggregates a lot of data from the county, and it's one resource that I find particularly helpful. You could get a free trial on their site, and all you do is you type in the owner name here, and they come up with a report. I have one right here as an example that shows all the information, all the diligence on a particular county or on a particular property when you want to verify some of the information from the county. So this will save you quite a bit of time determining exactly who the owner is, what the legal description is, verify the size of the parcel according to the county, what is the assessed value of the property, etc. So that is one resource I utilize in doing my due diligence on a property. And so I guess lastly, and maybe you should probably even do this before you do anything, is look up the GPS coordinates of the property. You can get those on a site like Agent Pro 24/7. They have them in that report that I give you. They generally have them, or you can use a site like Parcel Fact, which I utilize as well. And to do that, you can get 5 free polls from this website, and you go here and you type in the county name, and once it loads, so this is the parcel. It shows you, it's really good. It shows you exactly where the parcel is. It gives you a Google map view of the property, and what it's most. So this does a lot of this same thing. It gives you the sales information, valuation. So it gives you the assessed value, legal description, who the owner is, and all that good stuff. But what's most important, I find, is that it gives you the GPS coordinates, so you can map out on Google Earth where the property is. And so you can find out where this property actually is in relation to a city, where it is, where its nearest large road is, where it is in relation to the mountains, whatever. I mean, you can figure out so much information with Google Earth. It's a great resource. And just by using the GPS coordinates, it's extremely helpful in doing research on a property. So anyway, that's kind of a brief overview on how I research properties when I send out mail and people send offers back. They give me a call and say they're interested in selling properties. I do some diligence that way. It takes me between 5 and 10 minutes to research a property. And from that research, I know if I'm going to purchase a property or I'm not going to. And I have, I don't actually call the county anymore. I have someone to do that for me. But that's just a basic review of a basic way I review properties, and I've found it to be extremely efficient and helpful in my land buying business, and I think that it can help you going forward as well. So I hope you liked the video. I hope you learned something, and thank you very much for listening. Thanks for watching.